With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, so here's the question is assertion reason type. Assertion is left atrium has thickest muscles and reason is right atrium receives blood from the lungs. And options given are A, if both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Option B, if both assertion and reason are true but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Option C, if assertion is true but reason is false. And option D, if both assertion and reason are false, right? So here, as we all know that heart has 4 chambers. Heart has 4 chambers, right, which is divided into 2 upper and 2 lower. The upper one are 2 atrium, right, and lower one are 2 ventricles, right. These 2 atriums are separated by interatrial septum, which is thin wall, right, and 2 ventricles are separated by a thick wall, which is interventricular septum. Right, and there is a opening between the atrium and ventricle opening between atrium and ventricle, which is guarded by atrioventricular valve, AV, right. Then we talk about the muscles of the ventricles and atrium. Ventricles have thickest muscles than atrium. Because firstly, ventricles have to pump blood to the various organs. Ventricles have to pump blood to various organs, right. And the second reason is pressure inside the ventricles of the blood flowing is much more than that of atrium. Pressure of blood flowing inside ventricle is much more than that of atrium, right. It means like contraction in the ventricles is much more than that of atrium, due to which ventricles have thickest muscles than the atrium, right. Then as we know, the circulation occurring in the heart is in this way. Firstly, the blood comes from inferior vena cava and superior vena cava, which is deoxygenated, right, deoxygenated blood, and is transmitted to right atrium, right. From right atrium it is transmitted to right ventricle through tricuspid valves, right. Then from right ventricle, when the ventricle is full, right, tricuspid valve shuts to prevent blood flowing backward into the atrium, right. When the ventricles get filled, the tricuspid valves get closed, right, to prevent the back flowing of the blood into the atrium, right, and blood leaves the heart. Blood here leaves the heart through pulmonary vein, through pulmonary veins, right, and into the pulmonary artery, to pulmonary artery. From pulmonary artery, and it flows to the lungs. Blood flows to lungs, where the deoxygenated blood gets exchanged with oxygenated blood, right? And from here, from lungs, the oxygenated blood is carried by pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins carries oxygenated blood from lungs into left atrium, right? Then from left atrium goes into left ventricle. In this way, the circulation of blood is carried out, right? So in the assertion, it was given that statement, left atrium has thickest muscle. This is wrong statement. Left atrium has thin muscle, but ventricles have the thickest muscles than the atrium, right? I have given reasons also that there is much more contraction in the ventricles, right? Then the reason, right atrium receives blood from the lungs. This is also wrong statement, as right atrium receives blood, which is deoxygenated blood, from inferior vena cava and superior vena cava, right? So here the assertion and reason both are false. So the correct option is option D, which is if both assertion and reason are false. So our final answer is option D, which is if both assertion and reason are false. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.